YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. We are here, and there's some breaking news going down. This is Superman pizza party that we're having right here on the freaking YouTube, baby. You like that shit up? Flash is here. Saddle Wars in the building. That's E-Man, Emmanuel.
What up,
Tyler
y'all?
Cordalis is in the hood.
TJK.
Shout out Tyler, man. Y'all check his channel out. TJK, Tyler Cordalis, YouTube channel. He's here visiting us in studio. And the day you come, we get some breaking news about Superman and DC.
Breaking news.
Hey, man. I want to watch this stuff, bro, and react to this with you, bro.
Let's go.
All right, James Gunn took to Twitter, and he put a lot of stuff out. Starting, Peter and I have a DC slate ready to go, which we couldn't be more over the moon about. We'll be able to share some exciting information about our projects in the beginning of the new year.
Oh.
Tight. I said you might see some shit on December 31st, and that's pretty darn close. I was just guessing, obviously. No one told me that, but off the enthusiasm, hey. And it reads on more saying, among those on the slate is Superman.
Woo!
In the initial stages, our story will be focusing on an earlier part of Superman's life, so the character will not be played by Henry Cavill.
Hey, that's bullshit.
Woo!
I don't like that though, man.
Hey, gotta clap it up for that shit, Tyler, bro. Hey, listen. Say what you want about Henry Cavill as Superman, bro. He's very much a Snyder Superman. It's cool.
Nah.
He aligned himself. It's whatever. But what's right is if you're doing a Superman story about his early life, which might have flashbacks of an origin or may not, Henry Cavill doesn't fit that bill. Also, when you're doing a rebirth type of situation, Henry Cavill doesn't fit that bill. This is fire news, bro. DC rises. I've been telling y'all, and just like the news that I broke, when did I tell you guys? When did I say that Henry Cavill was out as Superman along with Black Adam, Dwayne Johnson? I said Henry Cavill's out of there. I said that like a week ago.
Before any of the trades, it broke here on Jody's Corner. Live.
Right here. It's just all coming into fruition, bro. He's done as Superman, and it's official. Also, he says, but we just had a great meeting with Henry, and we're big fans. And we talked about a number of exciting possibilities to work together in the future.
Shout out to
Okay?
that PR shit.
Somebody asked him, being part of a slate, I assume that it's a movie. He says, yes, it's a movie. Someone says, are you writing and directing? He says, James Gunn is writing it, and he has been for a while.
It has been.
We don't know who's directing it. Wow. So he's been writing it for a while. We got to be talking about months here, bro. So he's known. I mean, there was a time and point where James Gunn was tied to Superman. I remember like 3-4 years ago how there was whispers about James Gunn writing in Superman. I remember his name was mentioned way back. And ever since, allegedly, that's what's been happening, bro. He's been developing a Superman movie for a long time as a writer. Him writing a Superman movie, how do you feel about that, Tyler?
I think it's good, especially with his directing. So he knows how to write for that. I just don't know if he's going to choose a director that fits his writing. And I was thinking maybe he could get Patty.
Patty doing a Superman movie would be fire, wouldn't it?
It would be.
And wouldn't that also alleviate some of the damage that she's been getting over the last few days with the lies and bullshit? It would be an amazing grace if he was like, yo, Patty here. Superman. Whoa, that would be amazing. But times to tell.
Hashtag make it right.
Hashtag Patty Jenkins for the Last Son of Krypton movie. Flash, what do you think, bro?
James Gunn doing all this, bro. And then he started off by telling us this information about Superman on the slate.
Why don't you just hand him your mic? That's gay.
Nobody even
There you
knew.
go.
And first he started off by telling us Superman on the slate. Nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
Superman first. And then he tell us that Henry Cavill is not going to be Superman, which I am sad about that. I thought Henry was a good Superman.
Same.
A lot of people thought that James was going to do some obscure type of characters and stuff, bullshit like Guardians. And I was clear a few days ago, it doesn't make sense. He did that with Guardians and Marvel because they blew their load already by the time Guardians of the Galaxy came out. James understands there's a difference in quality between characters of DC and Marvel. Mm-hmm. The Trinity exists here, bro. He's about to hop all on that. And it's in alignment with what David Zaslav has been adamant about. David Zaslav was adamant about getting that Trinity out in the forefront, especially Superman.
It's the priority.
So having
it sounds
Superman
like
out
it's the
there, this
priority
is
right now.
this is
Yes.
a big move because when was the last time we seen a Superman movie?
2013.
Superman Returns, right?
No, it was 2013 Man of Steel.
Man, it's still I
Yeah.
wasn't even thinking about that movie.
Most people don't relate that to Superman, which is why he's gone. Which I'm glad. Yeah.
So this is good news for DC. We stepping up.
Yeah. Man, I can't believe this.
I can't wait to see the slate,
It's
bro.
crazy. So soon, so fast. People are wondering about the slate. Slates are coming. I ain't too worried about the slate, Tyler, bro. I just feel like the fact that he's coming out here and saying all this yet, we don't know who the director of this thing is.
Yeah, we don't know the director, and he said he's been writing it for a while, and it's a earlier Superman in his younger years.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
High school.
High school.
I think
Smallville.
adolescence, before maybe even junior. I think arrival on the planet.
He could be college.
Flash forward into junior high, a little bit of junior high. Stick around in high school for a little bit. Fast forward to Metropolis.
But I thought
it
they
could be
said
college. It could be college, and he's getting into the Daily Planet.
He went to college.
See, if it's that, we're missing out on a lot of the younger stuff. He gets to see it. Here's why: Superman without the knowledge and the guidance of Pa Kent will be a problem. I want to see
We can have
Pa Kent.
flashbacks.
If you do flashbacks, then
Similar
yeah.
to Man of Steel. You remember he would see a school bus as
Yeah,
an adult?
yeah.
And it would give us like a
Yeah.
10, 15-minute
Well,
flashback.
yeah. If what's very important is that you install Pa Kent. Jonathan Kent's installation of what being a human is and what's right into his son is really important to the character. So to make a Superman movie without really focusing on, and a lot of that growing up, by high school his father died. So like we're talking about, junior high, some high school, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. See a little bit of stuff like that. I'm okay with them going back and forth or whatever, but Paul Kent is definitely a must. E-Man, how you feel about this news, bro? We know that James Gunn is writing it. He's capable of writing a good movie. He directing a project that he's writing, interesting to see. I don't think ever. Well, has James Gunn ever wrote a movie that he didn't direct? I remember he did something with Snyder. He did Dawn of the Dead, I believe.
He wrote that?
I think James Gunn wrote Dawn of the Dead. He wrote one of those Snyder movies from back in the day.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
E-Man, what do you feel about this news?
I'm a little bit disappointed as well. I really don't want him writing anything about Superman at all because he's super cheesy. Superman has serious tone, not psycho crazy tone, and I can't really see him doing that. He's like super cheesy Magoo type of shit to me, and I don't really see him doing good. I feel like he needs another writer for Superman instead of him doing it.
You don't think he could do a good Superman movie?
No. I don't like the fact too that I'm happy that Superman is getting some great news, as I said, as a fan, but I don't like the fact that Henry Cavill, somebody who could not help the bullshit that he had to go through, finally had an opportunity to finally play the part that he always wanted to play, being a nerd at the same time, enjoying the character, grew up with the character as a kid, played that character as a kid, you know what I'm saying, played the run of the character as a kid, and now don't really have the opportunity to really show the world his true Superman. I don't like that fact. I think that's just total bullshit on that, man. It irritates me completely that Henry Cavill was not.
Do you understand why Henry Cavill doesn't make sense here?
Yeah, because they're going younger. They're going in the early stage. So, I get it, but I still don't like it.
I think not having
He
Henry
did the
Cavill-
screenplay for Dawn of the Dead. Yes,
Oh, he
confirmed.
did? Okay.
Yeah.
I think not having Henry Cavill is not the biggest deal because people like Tyler Hoechlin from Superman and Lois, and he doesn't look like a Superman that much.
He doesn't know.
But it's the way he's acting, it's the way his beliefs and the way
Mm-hmm.
he portrays it. So if he finds somebody that looks like him and also he can give him a good script and a good actor,
I'm glad that you said that.
I think we're going to be good.
I'm glad that you said that Tyler Hoechlin. Henry Cavill never got a chance to show his actual Clark Kent or Superman
He got a
side.
couple of chances. He had Man
Yes,
of
he
Steel,
did.
he had BVS.
He couldn't.
He had
Snyder
chances.
had ideas of what he wanted his Superman to be. He never had the actual
He
writer,
just
a good
had
writer or
another
director to
chance in
give him an
Black Adam,
opportunity
and
to
nobody
show.
showed up, so
He didn't do shit in Black Adam. We didn't even do
That's right,
nothing. All we
Tyler.
saw,
That's
we just
right,
saw him.
That's right.
It's enough though that people knew he was there even before the movie came out. Everybody just knew, and they still didn't show up.
Nobody showed
They
up,
didn't
bro.
show up.
Nobody showed up for Henry Cavill Superman and Black Adam. That is the biggest tell that nobody gives a shit if Henry Cavill plays Superman or not. I'm sorry, Henry Cavill is big amongst the fans, certain fans, right? He's not big to general audiences. General audience sees Henry Cavill's face and they see a dark emo Snyder depressing Superman that they don't want to see. These are just the facts. Moving on. Someone says, is it an origin movie? He says, no way. Here's for me where there could be a potential problem. The fact that he's like, no way it's not an origin gives me... I think that Superman is not known enough to say that we don't... I can understand him saying no way to a Batman origin.
Yeah, because it's been done so many times.
We've gotten so many Batman origins in the last 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Superman, on the other hand, in the last 40 years, we've had 2 Superman movies.
And 2 origins, I believe. The Snyder one and Christopher Reeves. That was the only one that we ever got.
Superman Returns was a Superman movie, but it was a sequel.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Yeah, that wasn't. He was established.
There's only been 2 films that had Superman origins since 1978.
But that fan doesn't want an origin. You don't think all of
that
us...
was a bad origin.
Everybody knows Superman's
No,
origin?
they don't. No, they don't. I'm convinced they don't. They sat up and let Zack Snyder make a dark Superman, and all of them thought that's how he really is, bro. Nobody knows who Superman is
honestly,
under the age of 20 and 30, bro. I feel like they don't really know who. I have too many conversations with people who call into my channel, and they think Superman is a dark, brooding character, and it blows my mind.
Think about Jonathan Kent. They think Jonathan Kent is that way. Yeah, maybe you should have killed him. Maybe you should have let them die. That's not who Jonathan Kent is at all. Nor Martha.
So the point is, enough people do not know Superman's origin like that. They don't know the character like that. I believe that this is a misstep in not showing, and not a full-scale origin, but you got to show some origin. Why would you not show Krypton and where he's from? And him coming to Earth, that immigration type of metaphor from the Jewish writers who wrote Superman as being immigrants,
right?
That a lot of us could freaking relate to as humans on this planet, as Americans, and a lot of immigrants that are here.
Yeah, I agree with that. I get that.
So that's very relatable. But Superman's not relatable for sure. Like, you will never relate to someone coming from another country here and having to adapt the ways and fall in love with a new place.
The reason they say he's not relatable is because he's so OP. It's like he's a Boy Scout. He's good looking. He gets the girl. He's got superpowers. Like most of us are flawed.
That's the Captain America trilogy.
Yeah, facts.
You just described the Captain America trilogy.
Yeah, 2 girls. Captain America had 2
and he can fly. And he can fly.
Oh, okay. There we go. Now he's different. Okay.
And Captain America wasn't OP until they cast. They cast.
What? That nigga was OP little motherfucker.
Listen, Captain America.
Sucked the shit out of him.
Captain America was not associated with being good looking. Superman's tall with his dark hair and these blue eyes. And
he is now, though. Captain America, since 2011 or whatever, is associated with Chris Evans.
Yeah, facts.
Right, but this walking on ground, Superman, they say is damn near Christ-like. The way they was trying to paint him in so many lights, it was too perfect. At least Captain America had a time in his life when he was weak.
You sound like Snyder.
No,
he's Christ-like. He's terrible.
This is what. No,
holy shoot! I'm not religious. I'm not going to be religious on this channel, but I'm pretty sure there's hundreds of millions of Christians around the world who like Jesus.
Yes, but Captain America is still an underdog because he was scrawny as a kid. You understand? And he got a super serum. They didn't call it a captain serum. They didn't call it a ultimate serum. They called it a super serum. Why?
What is more relatable? Somebody who magically gets a shot that makes them buff and strong, or someone who has the strength and chooses not to abuse its power?
And he's a kid from Brooklyn.
There you go. He didn't answer that. You see that? How he didn't answer that?
Wait. I'm sorry.
She was too good.
Superman is from Kansas.
Stan Lee made it popular. Spider-Man 1 and 2 made it popular. With great power comes
great responsibility.
Superman coined that phrase first. He's the original great power, great responsibility character. He had all the power throughout his life, and he had to learn not to abuse it.
That's true.
Well, he didn't say it though, did he?
He
was hopping locomotives, able to leap a locomotive.
I fight for truth. I fight for truth, justice, and American way. There you go, right there.
When the last time he said that?
You do know Stan Lee made Spider-Man based off of Superman, right?
When did he say that though?
When Stan Lee said it.
Look at these retweets.
You do know he made the Fantastic Four based off the Justice League, right?
Look at these retweets. There's 4,000. This thing is moving fast. Watch them retweets. These people are really want to know if it's not an origin story. They just want to see him get busy.
Okay.
I'm
so
not gonna
so
lie.
you're saying no Superman origin story for you?
No.
I'm with the origin story. If Henry's not
Yes.
gonna do it, I'm with the origin story.
Yes.
Origin story, Tyler, on that? Yes, because it's important. Flash?
I don't mind an origin story. They could do it like
Smallville?
Not Smallville.
Man of Steel.
The original story, where he picked up the car as a baby.
Yeah.
But
But
how fast that went through.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it
okay,
still
I got
showed
you.
some Krypton in that
I
movie.
mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
it went by fast. You won't call
Yeah.
it an origin
I mean, the
story.
origin story doesn't last. You can make an amazing origin story in 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't take
yeah.
that long. What the
Yeah.
freak? James, get your pen and
Maybe-
put an
maybe-
origin story in that hole.
Maybe James is not. Maybe it'll have origin aspects in it, but not the whole movie.
Yeah.
Maybe
Right,
that's what he means. I don't know.
If
like
by,
that.
see, by origin story, it could mean the whole movie
Yeah.
is about Krypton before he gets to Earth.
Yeah.
That's not going to be good.
I
all
definitely
right?
need a
It
Fortress
could
of
be good,
Solitude
but
because
nah.
we ain't getting no Fortress of Solitude in the other one at all.
We need Kryptonite as well. Okay, what we have here, let's move on. Let's move on. He says that he met with Ben Affleck yesterday precisely because he wants to direct. And we want him to direct. We just have to find the right project. That's amazing. Ben Affleck's like, yo, what's up? I'm on board to do some direction. Bro, DC Rises, don't get it twisted. Some real sad things had to happen, but DC Rises, man, I think they're going to do, Patty's going to get her get back. They're going to allow her to, she's going to have a spot in
You
future
think
DC.
there's any connection between him dropping Superman news and Ben Affleck wanting to direct news back to back?
See, so someone's asking him, could Ben Affleck direct? And he's just responding to it.
Oh, okay.
This is definitely his nature of responding via tweet, which I like.
Right.
Because he called out Grace Randolph for being a lying scumbag, and I really enjoyed reading that shit.
Jody, let's tweet his ass right now. See if he respond to us.
I like that he does this, but I don't like how much he does it. I like if he would have did this in a little
paragraph.
video. No, in a video. He could have. I'm sure he's at his house. He
Good
has
shit.
cameras
Good
in a studio, some type of setup.
Come on,
in
bro.
any
Twitter
form.
He don't want to do
Man.
that shit. He just
That's-
sitting there
that's
with
like-
a phone.
that's like-
he got a couple of titties he's
Take
grabbing.
Take like 3 minutes. Take 3 minutes. Get on the camera. Put some music behind it.
Nah, man.
Do
He don't want to do that. No,
Elon,
this is-
Elon just cut him a
I'm
check.
getting oversaturated with James Gunn on Twitter. I'm sorry.
but if you like what he's saying,
I like what he's saying right now, but,
Okay,
but
yeah.
before this, it's just so much of him spending all day on Twitter responding to anybody. It's a lot. But I like the news, of course.
why don't you like James Gunn on Twitter?
I'm just saying.
Does he say other things that are, like,
he's
weird?
Living
Is
on
he
Twitter.
annoying?
He's been living on Twitter.
Yeah, you don't think that's good?
I don't like. It just seems
I prefer
weird to
him
me.
tweeting than going to these lying articles. Maybe that's the reason why he's doing it.
I
Because
like-
an article will leak and say that he said Patty's Wonder Woman 3 movie was bad, and they had to do rewrites, and Patty got mad and ran away. So James had to come out and clear the air. Said, "You're right. Patty's been nothing but professional as far as I'm concerned." So maybe James does need to put tweets
that's
out.
good. But I'm saying random tweets on Twitter. He's responding to a lot of those.
What do you
Not
mean? Like the one in the
beyond-
corner says, "I like when people know
Anything
when
that
I'm
he
drinking
responds
coffee."
to would be here, though. That's the name of his. That's like his headline
That's
for his thing.
headline shit, yeah, that's what-
Beyond the false articles that he is responding to, he's just responding to, "Do you like Superman?" He'll just say yes, and then he'll respond to like 10 other comments, and then same thing for other random stuff. It's just a lot.
Okay.
See what the
That shit is moving like the stock market,
But
though. Tyler, you
hearing
know
that
this
Ben
is got to be
Affleck-
exciting.
I know,
Ben
and it's
Affleck
just
directing,
weird.
I think
I have to get
I
used to
think
it if
it's
this is a new
because-
thing.
Remember when they were going to give Ben Affleck that Batman,
Yeah.
and he was writing?
Yeah.
He probably liked that script. He probably read that mess.
He probably did read it.
they said they threw. Oh, yeah, all right.
Oh my goodness, what do we also say? Let me go ahead and go to something else here. We got, Tyler, you said you sent it to me, right? Okay. Superman, the former Superman,
That shit look fire.
has come out with a statement. We have a statement here from Henry Cavill. And it says, oh, shoot, give me this one. There we go. All right. He says, we never read this yet. I had to stop you from reading it. I have just had a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and it's sad news, everyone. I will, after all, not be returning as Superman. Oh my God. After being told by the studio to announce my return back in October, prior to their hire, this news isn't the easiest, but that's life.
Wow.
The changing of the guard is something that happens. I respect that. James and Peter have a universe to build. I wish them and all involved with the new universe the best of luck and the happiest of fortunes. He says also, for those who have been by my side through the years, we can mourn for a bit, but then we must remember Superman is still around. Everything he stands for still exists, and the examples he sets for us are all still there. My turn to wear the cape has passed, but what Superman stands for never will. It's been a fun ride with you all, onwards and upwards. Wow.
Bro.
It feels certain type of way to read that. That is closure for me. That is a chapter over with, a page turn, book closed. This is refreshing. As much as I seen Henry play some very nice stuff. If it wasn't for Joss Whedon, I never would have been on Henry Cavill's side to even possibly come back as Superman. It was Joss Whedon that showed me that Henry has the ability and desire to play a traditional Superman. But it's too little, too late. You showed up in that Zack Snyder released the Snyder Cut movie video, and I was completely off your train after that. I'm sorry, man. You're too much tied to the Snyderverse. I wasn't digging. And to be honest, I kind of knew that this guy was not going to be the Superman of the future for a while now, but I just couldn't share that information. And it makes sense. Henry Cavill's gone to Superman. Tyler, I'm going to come to you. As someone who really enjoys the Snyderverse of movies, and we're very good friends, what do you feel about this?
Honestly, hearing you read this, when he says, for those who've been by my side through all these
You.
years, we can mourn, but then we must remember.
Yes.
I like how he's saying Superman this is like,
Yes, he loves the character.
yeah, this is me seeing how much he actually did love the character,
Yes.
how much he did want to show
Yes.
these traits in Superman.
Yes.
Saying, what do you say? Everything he still stands for is still here, it still exists.
Yes.
And the examples he sets for us are still there.
Yes.
That makes-
It's very similar
yeah.
to what Patty did about Wonder Woman. How she said about the changes that Wonder Woman made to her moving on, and what would Wonder Woman do? She's the love for the characters are here from these two people.
That's an important send off that he just did right there. That's really nice to see him say
That's
that.
for
It
you,
is.
E-Man.
He didn't.
and,
He's
and
not
the ones
salty.
like
He's
you.
not mad. I think he even gave up Witcher,
Yeah, he did. He gave up Witcher for
Yeah,
this. He gave
yeah.
up Witcher to play Superman.
and now
Right.
and he's not coming back with.
Yeah, he
bad
got hold.
words.
He got
It was-
hold. He
yeah.
got hold. For
Completely.
Sure. And you know what's shocking to me? He says, I'll not be returning. After being told by the studio to announce my return in October, they said, go ahead and announce your return. But let's keep it a buck here. I believe that if the studio told you to announce your return that Monday, it's because they saw the box office receipts for Black Adam that weekend, and they didn't look great. So I think they asked you to do that in order to bolster hype and awareness so people could go watch Black Adam. The person that you should probably upset with, if you are upset, is that $7 didn't really hold you down like they should have, in my opinion. Dwayne Johnson and Henry Cavill have been represented by Dwayne's ex, and they share the same agent. And what has Dwayne really done for Henry Cavill in the 10 years that he's been going through the Snyderverse?
10 seconds.
Nothing, bro. Not until Black Adam started to film his movie and to promote his own movie, he was like, yeah, let's use Henry to boast my shit up. When Henry was over there by himself, you didn't do nothing to promote, help boast me. We didn't see that.
He said he'd been fighting for him to become, Superman for the longest.
He's been fighting for him to be Superman in his movie. So, in my opinion, I think that even though Rock put him on and did get him in that Black Adam movie, and he should be thankful to him for that, that is a big matzo ball of confusion out there for a lot of people. It does look like DC is a mess. But now all this news coming out is like, it's a mess and it's trash, but look at what they're doing. Fuck. For me, this is all positive news, bro. DC rises to high levels here, bro. Flash, what do you think?
Henry Cavill is really taking it really easy. The way this
Slide on that.
seems like. So, just
Here you go, Flash.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Henry's really taking this really easy, but you can also see at the end at the paragraph that he is really hurt about this.
Facts.
Yeah.
And he really understands what Superman stands for.
Yes.
This is why I did like Henry Cavill.
Is this the right decision?
But this is the right decision. We got to move on and let another actor be Superman. So moving on is going to help the fans of DC and the fans of Henry with this letter also to move on. We gonna get better stuff now. James Gunn is just like trashing everything, and to start his own stuff brand new. And this right here, I really almost shed a tear, bro. Just this right here, I can just feel how he
That
feels.
pain, yeah, I feel you, bro.
I'm not as hurt because haven't had so much hope towards the end.
Okay.
I've been preparing myself for this transition. But for those of you guys who are really high Henry Cavill Superman fans and have been hoping, and then you were elated to know that Henry's coming back after watching Black Adam, I feel for you guys because this is kind of devastating.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
but that image just doesn't. It's not. We have to turn the page on Henry Cavill.
I mean, pimp's gonna pimp, hoe's gonna hoe. I feel like he got hoed. You know what I mean? And if you look, he dropped this. Did he actually tweet this today?
After the tweet, yes.
Now, so James, I believe, tweeted.
He went first,
He went at 6:02. I thought.
and then Henry came with
I
his.
thought this says 5:59. So if James went
This is from someone else. This is not him. Henry probably put the post on Instagram, and then this disgusting film just
Probably screenshotted it.
is running with it.
because I'm looking at this 17,000 retweets, 17.3. We're seeing it in real time. People are retweeting this. Fans are mourning. Fans are upset about this. But, at the end of the day, it is the right thing. I feel like he looks like a great Superman. But if you're going to wipe the slate clean, you got to wipe it all the way clean. And that looks like what they're trying to do. If you move into somebody's house, or if you're a man and you move in with a woman, you got to paint the place or remodel. It's better to just move into a brand new apartment because that's never going to feel like your home. So in order for James Gunn to make this his home, he's got to hit it with a wrecking ball and start fresh. Otherwise, he'll always have those ties. You'll always get compared. Yep. This is why coaches get rid of the whole squad and bring in their own assistant coaches and their own playbook because otherwise you'll never truly be free, man.
Amen.
It's man.
Mr. Man of Steel.
I'm just like Flash, bro. It's saddening. You can hear the pain in him writing this. You know what I'm saying? You can see that he sounds like he probably was shedding tears while he was doing this, man.
Yeah, he
trying to do it because I mean, he felt like he was defeated, bro. He finally felt like I finally have an opportunity to play the Superman and give the world that what I've always wanted to give, and now I can't. I got shut down. I lost everything. I lost The Witcher. I lost this shit. I did all this to show the fans that I could be your Superman. I can give you that beacon of hope and that light. And this shit happens. It's hurtful. It's painful to hear. And it's understandable that he is trying to play that strong card while he was like saying that we still got Superman, we still got this, and that's fine. But it sucks. Because you could tell that this man really wanted to do that.
But in all fairness, E-Man, there's so many actors on the short list. It's probably 30 other people that we never even saw on screen that came this close to being that same Superman he was. The timing was off. He donned the cape for how many years? I didn't get to play it right this time.
9.
He didn't get a championship ring, bruh. But he been on the team for a long time. He done put on 5 different. He got toys, posters. What more do you want? You know what I mean? I wasn't saying the right words that I wanted to say. Yeah, he'll ride this train for the next 30 years if he could be. Yep. But he wants to be a Robert Downey and be forever. But that's not how Superman works.
I just think
in and out.
I just think it's messed up though for, we get a lot of actors.
We got 5 hours of screen time.
We get a lot of actors who play characters, but we don't get a lot of actors who are passionate about characters about this.
Passionate about characters. Where the freak was he when Snyder was turning Superman into a freaking evil killer?
How is he gonna do anything? He's a worker. He's like a worker.
I get it, but
he has no choice to do it.
So then you can't say passion then. I get it. That's professionalism. I'll say Henry's professional, but passion would have been like, yo, I don't know what's up with the Superman. Like, can we do a little? And not even that. Professionals know how to throw in things into with their acting that shows that they didn't really like what's being written, and they have acting methods that show their own take on the character.
How do we know that he didn't do something like Zach? No. That's not what I want. That's not what I want.
How long is that going to be an excuse though? We're gonna give that excuse for Man of Steel. Okay, we gonna do that for BBS. Okay, we gonna do that for Zack Snyder's Justice League when Henry Cavill's Superman was in that movie for like 6 minutes. It is Zack Snyder that put Henry Cavill in Justice League for 6 minutes, and his plan was to make Superman be a cuck.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And killed and raising Bruce Wayne's baby from Lois, my dude.
That's bullshit on that. But
what do you mean?
But think about it though.
You're wrong. You're mad at the wrong person.
Snyder wanted Superman. We know Cyber.
Who are you mad at?
I'm mad. I'm mad at the person I'm mad at Snyder.
That's the only person. The main person you should be upset with.
I'm mad at Snyder because he fucking hold Henry completely, bro.
Yes.
Henry career could have been all the way through, even though he would have got more deals, not just playing Superman, but more opportunity. He got to play fucking in James Bond because of Superman. All these new opportunities. Now he lost his opportunity because of this bullshit.
Yeah. He didn't speak out until everybody else had already spoke out. When Gal did Wonder Woman, Gal came out and said Snyder's version was wrong. Wonder Woman would never turn her back on the world. They retconned that. They spoke out against it, and then they moved forward. Henry was quiet. And that's professional. Good. But passion, sometimes you got to speak up.
Him with that toy on TikTok or Instagram or Snapchat or whatever, that was his biggest...
bringing it down.
That was his biggest,
That wasn't nothing to me. I didn't know what that meant.
Oh,
I'm still Superman. Okay, got it. All right, so there's that. Tyler, I feel like we're moving in the right direction with this. Should I feel bad that I'm happy?
No.
I'm happy with this.
I'm happy too.
See that?
I'm happy.
I'm scared.
You ain't the only one.
What are you scared of? Oh yeah, you said James Gunn's gonna do a bad Superman script.
I don't.
It can't be worse than Zack.
I don't trust.
You think it could be worse than Chris Terrio's? Who did the first Man of Steel? Chris Terrio? Was it that other idiot? Not Chris Terrio. The other one he did. David Goyer?
I don't know actually.
I think maybe David Goyer or Chris Terrio wrote that. You think that he's gonna?
I think it was David Goyer.
You think he's gonna do a worse job than that? That Man of Steel script.
I think it could be some elements in there. I mean, I think that he could put some of those not too much dark elements, but I think he could put some type of elements in there. And I don't think that he's gonna put that light, that beacon, that full beacon of Superman, that the one that we all know. I mean,
I feel like you're being a little bit too hard on this situation, and you're not being grateful and appreciative enough that we're even getting a Superman movie at the beginning.
I'm grateful about Superman. It just sucks that the whole situation.
Your disappointment doesn't match.
I'm mad about the whole thing. I got mad about Gal.
You shouldn't. But you shouldn't. Why are you downing the future of Superman when he has been hoed for 9 years straight? I had my heart stomped on multiple times by seeing Henry Cavill as Superman. The only time he uplifted me was when Joss Whedon, the Whedon cut of Zack Snyder's Justice League, and made him tight.
Is this guy still bothering you?
Oh man, the race at the end,
the first flight,
saving
bro.
the people with that building.
That was tight,
bro. Yes, if Joss Whedon had Henry Cavill from the beginning, we wouldn't even be here right now, probably. But that's the difference between quality of directors. James Gunn's a douchebag, but he's a heck of a better director as far as superhero movies than is Zack Snyder. So let's go ahead and wrap this thing up real quick. DC rises?
Oh yeah, DC.
Give me that shit.
Why don't you go to me first and then I can pass it to him?
No, he go. Okay, yeah, man.
Of course, DC rises, bro. We got Flash. We got Superman.
We don't know if we got
Wonder
Flash
Woman.
Yet.
It's coming.
Batman. Green Lantern.
It's all coming.
It's all coming, bro.
The fact that Superman is in the slate, well, of course, he says right there, which we could be more of them were better able to certain. Among those on the slate is Superman in the industry. So we don't know if he's in the beginning of the slate, the middle, or the end, but he's in the 10-year plan.
Right.
So y'all feel you feel like a Martian.
He's like in
the beginning.
So
yes.
you feel like a Martian Manhunter because the Martian Manhunter is a part of the 7. You feel like Martian Manhunter is going to be coming.
You could swap out Martian Manhunter with a lot of different characters, bro. You could. I mean,
if you're trying to get the real 7, you got to do it.
I mean, it changes. It
Cyborg ain't no 7.
I mean, Mr. Fantastic isn't a terrible idea. I mean, Mr. Terrific. I'm sorry. Mr. Terrific isn't a terrible idea. Plus, that fills your black man role.
Not a
if
7,
if you're gonna go Hal Jordan,
okay.
I think they should do a black Green Lantern. John Stewart.
Yes.
John Stewart.
In my opinion, it's time for John Stewart to shine. If they go Hal Jordan, make another white Green Lantern, go ahead and slide me a black Manhunter or Mr. Terrific. That's where I'm at.
I'll give you that. I mean that checks the boxes right
You
there.
need somebody to orchestrate, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? On the back burners and shit. Especially if there's going to be no Batman.
That checks the boxes right
Martian
there. Though.
Manhunter, yes, I could take him, but it's terrific.
Are you guys ready for a Batman-less DC universe? The DCU? Matt Reeves' Batman's over here. James Gunn universe is over there.
That's gonna be wild, man.
I'm so happy of it, bro, because we'll be able to get some light and respect on other characters that Batman has thrown his cape over.
Yeah, I give you that. I mean, Batman.
And then Batman's still getting love over there from his own little Matt Reeves universe, bro. Leave that, fraudulent hijack shit.
You don't think it's gonna be like a
that
competition
stolen shit over
between?
there? No, ain't gonna be no competition, bro. No. Competition, no. I don't think so. So, okay, anything else that I'm missing? Was that pretty much all of it?
I think that's all of it.
That's
Jody,
all of it.
I hear there's more tweets coming out that you might want to see. He's still live tweeting, right?
I don't know, let me
We
check.
can
Let me
react
click
in
him.
real time.
Let me click him. What I'm saying. See what this fool talk about. James,
Like I
over
said,
here on
he
that shit.
be answering everybody's questions.
Peter, nope, just an hour ago. Nope.
Nothing new.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's.
See this Patty Jenkins joint right here. Fire. Okay. He responded to her basically corroborating her story, which was dope.
Oh, okay.
But no.
Okay, this might be. I don't know when Bobo sent me that. I told him we're live, so I got hit with something else. I'm just like, what's going on?
This is the Hollywood Reporter.
Okay.
Ta-Nehisi Coates and J.J. Abrams' Black Superman film is still in active development with Coates currently writing the script.
I don't want that shit. No Black Superman.
I'm perfectly fine with it
I'm good.
because we're getting a traditional one. This is what makes it okay.
But think about
You
this.
can't
though.
do a Black Superman unless we're getting the prime traditional Superman first.
You gotta think
Yeah,
about it.
James
We
Gunn
even
is
talked about
writing
it.
this, so it's not
when you
bad.
do, if
Yes.
you if they
this
do
this
something
is
like
something. Hey, bro, write that shit. Hey, HBO Max.
that, but people are still gonna be like, hey, let's not. What, how
HBO
come we
Max.
can't get that in theaters? How come we can't get this in theaters?
HBO Max, my
People
G.
going, I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't think it's a good idea to release a Black Superman movie.
I don't at all.
Ain't nobody gonna show up to that shit, including me. HBO Max, bro. I am not on that shit, bro. Superman is white. He's created by Jewish people.
With blue
and
eyes.
That's how I see him, bro. He ain't never gonna change, bro.
Facts.
Make a black one? Tight. HBO Max. That's where I'm at with it. Thank you guys so very much for watching this detailed, amazing come shot of a video. DC rises, baby. Put that goddamn hashtag and everything you put out here. Let the world know that DC rises and we back out here. That's Flash, Sal Ward, Tyler Cordalis, TJK, E-Man. I'm Jody Joe, and we out this thing, man. Deuces.